Yeah. Okay. Let me put the game log on here. Maybe we'll be able to see. That's going to be a little bit more work, but I think it'll be worth it. Let's change all these names back since we're going to be using them now. All right. So at the start, so we have to create a game log, which is going to be a string. A game log. There's no start of game text that we have to worry about. Let's do that. So this is just toString. And then, so at the start of the turn, we're going to say whose turn it is. Right? That's the first thing we do. Let mod game log equals game log clone. And then we're going to say game log push. Can we? Oh, we can push. Oh, we can do it with format. Format game log equals format bang. Game log, new line, and then somebody's turn. Let's do it the same way here. We have dash dash something dash dash. Let's assume there's always a new line at the end by default. And then we want to say self turn. If self turn mod 0 equals 1, then player else boss. So we should be able to see this now. And then down here, game log. And now I have to change every place we have this thing. So cast. Oh, we want to add this to the game log. So that, and then we here we'll add dash player has hit points, armor, and mana. New line. Boss has hit points. All right, and now here we're going to do self player HP, self armor, and then mana, self mana, and then boss, so self boss HP. So we should be able to see this now when we run. Okay, so now here we should be able to say in the game log, casting let game log equals format, bang, the game log, followed by player casts spell, new line. So this is self game log, and then we're going to say spell name. Okay, and then down here we just add the game log. And then this one, so the boss move. And how does this work? We just say boss attacks for however much damage. Let game log equals format, bang. Game log followed by boss attacks for something damage. Oh, we don't know how much damage yet. We have to calculate it. So we can just say let damage equals that, and say damage, new line, like that, and then we just say player HP minus damage. And we get rid of this boss move. Which means we get rid of that, and that. Okay, any more? semi. This needs Gamelog. And I'm missing Gamelog. I'm rushing, and I shouldn't be rushing. Okay. So now we should be able to see the Gamelog as we build up the... Oops, attempt to calculate remainder of underscore with the divisor of 0. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be mod 0, it's mod 2. There we go. Can I put that here? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we can see the Gamelog. It, of course, is very hard to read, but I can look for... where's the cast? Oh, did I delete the line that does the casting a spell? I did. I can look for player casts poison. Player casts poison. Oh, and then at the end of the turn, we need an extra new line. Okay. And what we can do is just print these out every time we reach a none state, or we figure out, oops, we failed here, we can just say, right, so we're going to return the cast, yeah, here. If turn boss HP is less than this, then we can just print out Gamelog. It's a player wins there, and then out of turns, and then we have solution, right? Possible solution. Best.gamelog. And then we don't need to print this out because we would have printed it out up here. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. This is going to be a mess as well to read. Okay, let's get rid of the start turn. Let's try that. Okay, see, so now, oh, we have player wins. The heck? So we should be getting something. This says boss turn right off the bat. That's wrong. Player's hit point 0 armor, 250 mana. Boss has 13 hit points. Player casts poison. So this is backwards. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. I thought if the turn was... Yeah, because we're incrementing we're incrementing the turn here, right? So this is actually going to be backwards because it's going to start at 0. Okay. But we have boss has 13 hit points, and then I forgot the new line. All right. Things are starting to work. All right. So player turn. Has 10 hit points, 0 armor, 250 mana. Boss has 13 hit points. Player casts poison. The boss turn. Player has 10 hit points, 0 mana, 0 armor, 77 mana. Boss has 10 hit points. Right. So this is interesting that, okay, we have to fix the fact that the player casts poison after the boss has, because the boss has 13 hit points. That means poison has not yet taken effect, which I can do, but we should be getting this player wins business back, right? So let's at least fix that so we can, because right now it's just returning none. It's not saying, oh, you found a good move. Let's at least fix the point where we're getting a none value. So where's my player wins? Right? So at the start of the turn, the player can win. player casts drain and the player wins, right? So then we print that. We printed that out. I should put this after the game log, right? So we can see. And then why this is returning some turn. Right? So now here we should be able to see, oh, we found one. Let's say how much mana we spent. And self dot spent. So let's take a look at that. Oh, there's an extra new line there. I don't want it there. Because it's confusing now. It looks like it's part of this part here. Okay, but that's fine. So this is the output for the first one, right? And we spent 246 mana. I mean, this is obviously wrong. We have to fix the bugs that we inserted, but we should be able to see this as a possible solution. Or up here, right? If some best so far. Oh, if it isn't, that's what the bug is. Okay. If there is no best so far, then we want to set it to the best so far. So we want to say best so far is equal to some cheapest. And here we want to do the same thing, else best so far is equal to some move state clone. And I think we have to clone this as well. It doesn't like that because method clone not found for this. You can't clone a game state? What have we been doing this whole time then? Can I do that and say I'm not using it anymore? Yes, I can. Okay. All right, so we should get something now, right? Okay, so maybe 246 was the best one. And now we have to just change the code so that we can do the action here in the right order. So when we cast a spell, we only want to, if spell duration is greater than 0, then we're going to do that. Else, we're going to do this. But now what it means is we need to self effects clone. Right? Here now we just need to do the same thing except without the oops. What did I do? Right, this goes here, this goes here. Right, so if the spell duration is greater than 0, then we'll clone the current effects list and we'll push our new spell onto it. But we're not going to actually make any changes. All these remain the same. Oh, we did spend the cost of the spell though. So we definitely have to do that. Even though, yeah, okay, that's right. Because it's not instantaneous, but the cost is instantaneous. Okay, let's try that and see what kind of result that gets us. Player casts poison. Boss's turn. Player has 10 hit points, 0 armor, and 250 mana. Oh, we did not spend the mana. Spell cost. Okay. Alright. Player has 10 hit points, 0 armor, 77 mana. Boss is 13. And now it has to say poison deals X damage. Its timer is now 5. Okay. So let's make sure that that's correct. And that's on the start turn here. If effect damage greater than 0, then we say game log is equal to format bang game log poison deals and damage. Its timer is now something. New line. And now we have effect.name effect damage effect. Oh. Effect duration -1. And then this, I guess this can go here. And then we have a similar thing with mana. If effect mana is greater than 0. And then we add to the game log. And where's a recharge? Recharge provides something mana. And this is mana. Okay. So that's poison, that's mana, and then no shield. Player cast shield increasing armor by 7, but we'll see that. Oh, the other thing is, you know, the other thing we didn't do was say we can't double up effects. So we have to do that in moves. Right? If the spell cost is less than the self mana, and we don't currently have that effect going on. Okay, that's another bug we need to fix. Oh, I got to get the new line in there. Start turn. If turn self turn is greater than 0, then we're going to insert a new line. Format bang, new line, game log. Otherwise, we'll just clone the game log. I mean, if this self-turn is greater than, if it isn't, then we can just do toString, right? And just start the whole thing. It doesn't like that. Oh. There. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Player casts poison. Boss's turn. Player has 10, 0, 77. Boss is 13. Poison deals 3 damage. Its timer is now 5. Boss attacks for 8 damage. Player turn. Player has 2 hit points, 0 armor, 77 mana. Boss has 10 hit points. Poison deals 3 damage. Player casts magic missile, dealing 4 damage. And then it says player wins. So there was no boss turn? Oh, I guess we aborted, we skipped over that because the player won right away. All right, we did the boss move. We did the start turn here. And then the boss won. So we did self game log instead of turn game log. That's why. All right, it doesn't say how much the player spent, but I think that's okay. Let's see what happens here. What's bugging me is this new line business here. The self turn is greater than 0, then put a new line in front of the game log. Oh, A new line after the game log. Okay. It was just sticking at the beginning each time. There we go. Poison deals... Oh, I should say this kills the boss. But that's fine. So I think this works. We're just missing a little bit of the output. And then the result here is some game state with the game log there. But we should have the total cost spent of 226 right there. It doesn't say here how much, but I think we get it, right? And then suppose the same initial conditions except the boss has 14 hit points instead. We can do that. Right, as our other test. Where is part 1? Right here. This might fail because I don't have the code in there to prevent multiple... Yeah, multiple... Oh, I also cap it at 10 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Let's change the cap to be, I don't know, 20. And then we got to figure out how to not... No, it's not finding it. Okay, we have another bug. We got the first part done. So that's good for day 1, I think. Day 2 we should be able to figure out what the bug is, and then hopefully part 2 isn't going to be too bad. Maybe it adds some more spells or something like that. But we'll see. All right, but I do have to wrap up. So git status, git add input, git commit -m 2015 day 22 input, git add source. Oops, that's not going to work, huh? There was an option to skip over that. Okay, let's bacon and Clippy and fix these because there's only a couple of issues. Unnecessary lead binding. All right, 78. Yeah, this was when I was doing debug output here. And then, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Git status. Git commit -m. Git add source. Oh, still? Oh, this is for the test. Tests fail now. At 32 max. Ooh. Oh, right. Now casting poison, it should leave the boss's HP alone. It should leave the player's HP alone. It should drain the mana, and it should change the cost of spent. Next date, oh, spent. There we go. Okay. Now can I commit that? Thank you. Git add source, git commit. Start of 2015, day 22, part 1. Needs more work. All right, that is a 2-hour stream of... I'd say we got about 30% of the way there, because it solves the first one, but it doesn't solve the second one. We know at least one bug, in that we can cast shield multiple times, and we're only supposed to be able to cast it once, and recharge multiple times, and poison multiple times. So we need to fix that bug, and then With any luck, that's the only bug. I can also fix up the way the output looks so it matches this a little closer. And we can say this kills the boss and player wins. That'd be nice to see. But for now, we'll leave it there and leave the stream there, and hopefully pick this up on the next stream. And I will see you then. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.